Hello class, we've been doing a lot of budgeting stuff and today is kind of a culminating review activity. So in these notes, I've described how we're going to find unit rate, which we've covered, calculate discounts on purchases, calculate tip, and calculate sales tax, which we did yesterday. When we're done, you're going to do a quizzes activity. It's got about 20 questions on it. This is one of the questions. Elijah earns $200 for 8 hours worth of work. What is the unit rate? Remember, we're always taking the total. In this case, it's $200 divided by the number of units, which is 8. So the 200 goes in the calculator first, division sign, 8. Please watch the whole rest of the video to brush up on how we calculated different things last week. And also I want to mention that this week you got a little longer of an assignment that's going to take you through the weekend. It's a shopping assignment that Miss Hoffman and I have put together for you using a real life scenario where you're going to be given some money. And not real money, but imaginary money, but you have to go out and either online or in a store find out how you're gonna make these purchases so that you can stay within the budget that we've allotted for you. More will be explained about this long-term assignment in tomorrow's video, but it'll be due Sunday evening. Please keep watching for the rest of our review, and then when it's over, we'd like you to do the quizzes activity. Divided by units. I like writing it as a fraction, but you can also put it in your calculator this way. Dollars, division sign, units. Quite often when you're looking at advertising, you see it listed as units at the dollar amount like you will on today's sheet. But you need to flip those around when you actually put it into your calculator, and you're going to think of it like miles per hour. Miles is on top, dollars is on top, per unit. In my real life example, I love real maple syrup, but it's extremely expensive. I have shopped at Cub, and this is what I've found, that for 32 ounces on sale, I can buy that bottle, large bottle, for $14.99. This 16-ounce bottle is on sale for $6.99. I want to calculate and see what is actually the best deal per unit. Larger does not always mean least expensive when it comes to price per unit. On the left, for this first calculation, 32 ounces at $14.99, I'm going to take $14.99. I'm going to divide it by 32 in my calculator. Top number goes in first. I get 46.8, almost 47 cents per ounce. That 0.8 might be important in seeing which is cheaper when we're dealing with 30 ounces. Let's calculate 16 ounces at $6.99. Again, I am going to divide $6.99 into 16 ounces to figure out my dollars per ounce. When I do that on my calculator, I get 43.6, or almost 44 cents per ounce. So which is the better buy? 32 ounces or 16 ounces? That's right. 16 ounces is cheaper, although they're both on sale. This one, you almost save 3 cents per ounce. Over 10 ounces, that's like 30 cents. For 30 ounces, oh my gosh, that's like 90 cents, or almost $1. Let's get back to our packet. Again, discount is the percentage off. It's when you're decreasing the price, like subtraction. There's 3 steps we're going to follow. The first thing we're going to do is convert percentages to a decimal so that we can multiply it. But to do that, we are going to move the decimal 2 spaces, 1, 2, to the left. Then we're going to multiply the price times the decimal to figure out what that discount is, how much we don't have to pay. Then we're going to use subtraction to figure out what our total is. The old price minus the discount is going to give us what our new price is. So let's look at an example. So we're going to look again at maple syrup like we did the other day. And we've got 16 ounces of maple syrup here. It is on sale for 18% off. We need to figure out how much we actually pay. The original price is $8.49. Let's review the steps we're going to take. Our first step is to change the percent of 18 to a decimal by moving the decimal 2 spaces to the left. Then we're going to multiply the price by that new decimal. Then we're going to subtract the price by the discount. Let's start by moving the decimal. So the decimal point's back here by the percentage sign. I'm going to move it 1, 2, so it's in front of here, so it's 0.18. I move that to my chart. Then I'm going to take the price of $8.49 and multiply it by that price. And when I do that, 8.49 times 0.18, I get $1.53. Then, what's my next step? Step number 3, take the original price again and do some subtraction. So we're going to take our original price of $8.49 minus $1.53, and we get $6.96 for our final total. Now, the next thing we're going to look at is tip. That's the definition of tip, the amount of extra money that you give someone for their time and service. Here are our steps. First, we're going to change the percentage to a decimal by moving the decimal 2 places to the left. Sound familiar? Then we're going to multiply the price by the decimal, just like we did before with discount. But remember, we're giving more money this time, so instead of adding, we're going to take our price. Instead of subtracting, we are going to add. We're going to take our price and add the amount of tipping because we're paying more. Let's look at this restaurant example. At a restaurant, your family bill comes to $42. You and your family want to give a tip to the server of 15%. What is the cost of the tip? And what is the total of your bill, including the tip? Well, we're going to take that 15%. We're going to move that decimal point 1, 2, so it's 0.15. What that means is that for every dollar we spend, we're giving 15 more cents in tip. Then we're going to do our multiply step. $42 for the bill at the restaurant times 0.15 gives us a tip of $6.30. So in this tip example, Andy is going to cut Mr. Benson's hair. Actually, it's true. I'm going to go get a haircut right now, right after I make this video. Andy cuts Mr. B's hair for a total of $25. Mr. B wants to give Andy a tip of 20%. How much is the tip? We're talking dollars and cents. And what is the total Mr. B pays for his haircut? What do? Yep, we first have to adjust our decimal point. So if we're dealing with 20% here, we're going to move our decimal point over 1 spot and over 2 spots. I move it over 1 and over 2, I get 0.02 as a, 0.20 as a decimal. That's a big difference. This means 20 cents on a dollar. Don't want to make it 2 cents. I need to multiply. So look back at my problem. If I'm paying $25, I need to figure out what 0.2 is of that $25. I'm going to show my work here. 5 times 0.2 is, use your calculator, $5. That's right. Now I need to figure out how much I'm going to give Andy in total. So again, I'm going to start with that $25 and I'm going to add back in my tip. Can you do that? You can use your calculator, but could you add it quicker than I can? I got 30. So I'm going to give Andy $30, but I see that I've got 12 minutes to get to my appointment. I'll see you later. Hopefully I'll have my hair cut. Multiply it. So again, here are the steps. We're going to first find our total amount, and then we're going to multiply that by 6.875%. Let's move the decimal point over so we can see what that is as a decimal. We're going to start back here again behind the percentage sign. Oops, there's a decimal there. We're going to start where the decimal is and move it 2 to the left. 1, 2. So when we write it out, the percentage here, written as a decimal, is 0.06875. What that means is it's almost 7 cents on every $1 we spend. So if we spend $10, it's almost 70 cents. And then in our last step, we are going to add steps 1 and 2 together, just like we did with tip. In tip and tax, it's adding on to our total. Discounts, it's subtracting from our total. Let's try an example. From your worksheet today, we are going to buy DVDs for $5 and video games for $23.99. First of all, our total, we need to do some adding. We need to add a DVD plus 1 video game. When we add those up, we get $28.99. Then if we look back here, once we have our total, we need to multiply by 6.875% as a decimal. When we do that, we are actually paying $1.99 in sales tax. Step 3, we are going to take step 1, which was our total, $28.99, and step 2, our tax, $1.99, and add them together. And in total, our final bill comes to $30.98. Now we'd like you to try some of these. Make sure you're using your calculator. This example you're going to try is chicken sandwiches and a pop. The percentage is already written here as a decimal for you. The next one you're going to try is a birthday card and a gift. Then you have a ticket out of class. Your ticket today is a drag and drop. So you are going to calculate the price, and your tax is written as a percentage. So remember, you're going to need to move that percentage over 1 spot, 2 spots. We're going to fill in that blank spot with a 0 with the decimal in front of it, and then multiply and add. You're going to probably want to refer back to the first page on your steps to complete this exit ticket. Have a good day.